Hello, traders. Thank you so much for joining us in today's live stream, which is the first live stream of the week. And we'll be beginning of today's live stream with cryptocurrencies, especially about Dogecoin, okay, where it went in such an amazing move towards the upside, which is something also we spoke about during our last week's live stream. Following on, there is actually a potential opportunity for AUD USD, which I believe for a buying opportunity, which we'll be speaking to lah. Okay, to this session. We also will be going to gold. Gold not really have an opportunity right now, but it's shooting to the moon lah. Okay, so after you reach a specific place, then probably I will advise you guys lah for another opportunity. Okay, so for those that don't know who I am, my name is Guna. So I've been training for almost 4 years now. And what I do on my live streams, especially my YouTube page, is share with you guys as much free information pertaining to price live action, price action, especially trades that I am specifically focusing on to take on the day. So that's basically what I do now. If you guys are new here and interested to learn together with me on a day-to-day basis from Monday to Friday, also learn about any potential trading opportunities that I share with you guys based on the live markets. Again, none of this is pre-recorded. Everything is this is live. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me, especially that like button, guys. A very simple thing to do. Just tap that like button. It will help this channel, and especially I will appreciate it so much. So if you guys do that, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Okay, so let's get into today's session. So first off, speaking about Dogecoin. So Dogecoin, I was anticipating for a buying opportunity to this level here. Okay, obviously we can see that happen, which I'm very grateful for. But this entry, okay, I'll be honest, is a little bit riskier in my opinion, because if you guys can see this box here, right? This is the point that I am focusing to enter. So I actually entered a little bit late, roughly around these candle sections here. I didn't enter below here. This is not my entry. Not, I would have earned a lot more. This is not my entry place. Okay. But why I say a little bit riskier is because I am very specific in trading. Personally, now, if I draw a certain zone, price has to come to that zone. I'm not forcing price to do that. Okay, I used to do this, and then I lost a lot of money. I respect price in terms of how price move, but I will personally like to see price come into the zones that I draw out. If price comes inside of those zones, then it gives me a higher probability to enter a specific trade. So what happened here was I had an alarm. Okay, to show you guys. This was an alarm. Okay, which I set roughly here lah. Okay, I want to see price when he reach this level. Okay, I will get some alert sound to come and focus on the market to look for potential buying opportunities. That alarm didn't went off at all. Okay, especially on I think I entered on Friday. I entered on Friday night. Okay, after my last live stream. So then I came and look at the markets, right? Then I was like, oh, actually the market is already starting to move. Okay, quite powerfully lah. Okay, so I was like, okay lah, never mind. So I entered the very next day. I think it was what's this? This was Sunday, right? I entered here, guys. Let me show you. Let me check my entry points. That would be better. Okay, I shared this on my Instagram page. So if you guys actually are interested, to be up to date in terms of any trades that I take, how it goes. Okay, some potential trades that maybe I'm not able to share during my live stream because it happened maybe in London session. Then I also sometimes share it in my Instagram stories. So do feel free, guys, to follow me there. I have the links in the description below. So enter around 25264. Let me see. On Wednesdays 25264. Okay. 25. Okay, roughly here. No, this was roughly my entry place here. Okay, roughly here. So I entered on Sunday. Oh, sorry guys. I thought I entered on Friday. Yeah, I entered on Sunday. Yeah. So roughly 1 to 2, I remember. That was my risk to reward. That is what I said in the app lah. Okay, so roughly this was my entry opportunity lah. Okay, my entry point here. This was my stops. I really wanted to enter here. This was my goal. But just because the market did not go into my zone, I didn't enter. That is why I say it's a little bit riskier. Okay. For me, whenever the market, for example, if I have step one, step two, step three, for example, I do have, okay, only if most of the steps, usually all of them go into place, then only I will actually take a trade, execute on the trade. Lah. In this sense, right? Yes, this is only one step. If you guys can see that didn't actually play out, but this is a very important one. So my entry here, in my opinion, was a little bit greedy lah. Okay, I mean my bias was correct. Okay, it still went in the directional lah and everything. Okay, but nevertheless, this trade was in the sense of how to say, I understand where he wants to go, but personally I should not have taken it lah. Even though it went in the correct direction, even though it was beautiful risk to reward. Okay, I got 200 and I can show you guys 226.68%, which is very nice to see when you wake up okay in the morning on a Monday, and I just close the trade. But nevertheless, this is something that I want to bring up today lah to you guys. Hi teacher, hello, thank you so much for joining the live stream. I want to bring this up to you guys. This is a real talk, and I want to bring this up. Okay, when we see a trading opportunity, right? Okay, like this, for example. Okay, this is I told myself I want to enter here, but only if it comes inside of the box. It didn't. But when it came up to this level, okay, I kind of read that price action is starting to move in my directional bias, so I took the trade. This is okay in this sense because yes, it played out very beautifully, right? Okay, but if let's say anything could happen in trading, guys, okay, is everything, nothing is 100%. Let's say it came up to this range because it was consolidating right here, and then after that we start to break down. The feeling we get, okay, when the trade goes wrong, is incredibly worse compared to the feeling we get when the trade go right. But if the feeling we get when the trade go wrong, when we follow our SOP, is not bad. If you guys are consistently feeling bad about trades that go to your SL, most probably is because you guys don't really have a very clear set of SOP, okay, to take a trade, or you guys are just taking trades based out of your SOP. If you really believe in something, you have a certain steps on how to actually execute a trade, and then the trade didn't go out your way, like didn't play out your way, we won't usually feel that bad about it. So this is something very easy, and I definitely want to bring it up in today's session. Even though this trade went in my way, okay, I didn't feel as happy as I would, not because I didn't enter at a low position, but because I entered this trade when a very important SOP was not met. Okay, this is definitely not something that I would recommend for, especially if you guys are new to trading, to actually get into lah. All right, really stick to your SOPs. Train yourself to do that first. I took this trade based on extra amounts of risk, knowing that it could go wrong. Okay, because I understand that this area was not hit, but I still took it nevertheless, believing based on other time frames. I did also check multiple time frames for sure, and then only I executed the trade. So it played out well. I was happy, but I would have definitely been a lot happier if I entered the trade when it comes inside of the box. To be honest, even if I didn't enter, I would still be happy knowing that the predictions was correct. Okay, I need to be honest with you guys. I cannot just simply say, oh, I saw it here. Yeah, I never touched my box, so then I just enter because I believe. I cannot. Okay, I must tell you guys. This one is entry, yes, but really I went against an SOP that I usually would die follow. Okay, so I want this thing to be shared in order for you guys to know and learn, to make sure you always stick to your own SOPs, because there's a reason, right? When we backtest, and then we see results, it's because of that SOP. So why in the world we want to skip that SOP? It doesn't make sense, right? Okay. If you guys reach a certain level, certain of number of years, you'll lose too many times already, right? To the point that through your losses, then you guys found a way, amazing. Then you guys think lah. You guys already used to the feeling of losing, where it doesn't scare you anymore. Okay, it doesn't scare me anymore because I've been through it so many times already. So losing is not a bad thing. It's actually making us stronger only as traders. Okay, so guys, now we continue into Solana. So Solana, I didn't take this trading opportunity. Okay, I highlighted to you guys last week that this was my potential target like to aim for. So 187.59. You guys can just see my live streams for on Friday. I believe Friday we spoke about this one. Okay. So this was another beautiful opportunity lah. I won't consider I missed out on this opportunity, even though this one looked a bit more prettier because it actually came inside of a zone, okay, prior to moving higher. Yes, okay, so this would be a lot more better form of entry. But in terms of RR, of course, this is much more beautiful lah, in terms of the movement overall, because Solana is quite close by. Yes, it go above the zone, but never think in this sense as traders. Never do this. Okay, what I mean by that is if we were to enter here, okay, let's say like our stops below this level, right? Do not just because we have our level here, simply put it above. Okay, there have been cases based on my personal backtesting lah, where when the price comes to a certain range, it just taps a bit and then it moves away. It doesn't happen a few times or rarely, it happens occasionally. Okay, so just be very, don't be greedy, guys. Okay, if you put this is your potential target, stick to it. Okay, don't be like, but actually, you know what? I can get a little bit more. I can get a little bit more. Easier to say now. Remember that, guys, because we already know the market played out. The market already went above this level. We can easily say that. I don't want to create any false or fake. How to say? Not to say it's not cannot be done. Okay, no such thing like that. You have to understand liquidity. The reason why I put this target is because this was the closest form of liquidity and the safest one to aim for. So that is why potentially the market actually went and took it out. Because nevertheless, we following trend. The trend was towards the buy side. What is the closest form of liquidity that is yet to be taken out is this one, 187.59. So I understand where are my key levels and I just wait for market to play out in accordance to my bias. That's it. Okay, very simply done. But because of I greed last time, okay, for me to actually be where I am today took so much more longer. Okay, when market will keep going up and I see stronger candles, I will drag my TP. You guys got here, right? People drag SL, right? The market come nearby, we drag, right? I done that also, okay, but I've done dragging TP also. Weird, right? Because I was like, oh, the market gonna go higher, go higher, go higher, go higher. Okay, eventually the market will start to come within this level and I will close with so much more lesser profits. Sometimes I will still hold because I believe market will go up. I won't set BE and the market goes in the opposite direction. Because remember, we have buy side and sell side liquidity, guys. Once buy side liquidity has been taken, market usually tend to go to sell side liquidity. This is essentially how the market moves. That is why we see these kind of movements, right? Oh, sorry guys. Let me draw it better. Always respect the market and do not be greedy. The more greedy we are, the market will come and humble us. I cannot humble so many times already. Okay? Every time I need to highlight this. Buy side liquidity, buy side liquidity, buy side liquidity, buy side liquidity has been taken. Market will tend to go to sell side liquidity, sell side liquidity, sell side liquidity. And it's not necessarily only a pullback. Sometimes it can be reversal also. This is also considered sell side liquidity because there's liquidity resting here. And this hasn't taken out this liquidity. It is a little bit advanced, okay, in terms of this complex by just explaining in this sense. But I do have a course, guys. I do teach everything I know for the past 4 years that I learned within 6 weeks. Okay, so you guys can actually learn and draw stuff and do all the things that I do on my live streams within 6 weeks. It doesn't matter if you're completely newbie. Okay, it doesn't matter because the course I make it as simple as possible. Even though the things that you guys will learn is quite advanced. Okay, nevertheless, I found a way how I'm able to bring it down in the sense that it's easy to understand. Everything also within 6 weeks time. If you guys are interested to find out more information about that, of course, you guys can reach out to me through my Instagram page, which I have links in the description below as well. But for those that are interested to ask, okay, you guys can clarify, but there's no intake for this month already because I only take in students the first 2 weeks of a month. That's it. So I already have students for now, which I'm focusing on. Okay, this is just because I want to respect their progress and their growth and don't want to bring in anyone new as of this time because they are right now in week 3, week 4, for example. Okay, so next month, yes, there is intakes. So if you guys are interested to find out more details about it, feel free to reach out to me, guys. Okay, so Solana, nothing much to say. Later, I need to do some predictions about Solana. Actually, I'm kind of interested to keep trading Dogecoin because Dogecoin has been killing it recently. I said this last week or so. I'm not sure if now we are potentially focusing on a selling opportunity or not. Okay, I will wait for New York session to open up. Then I will consider potential trading opportunity. BTC, guys, I'm not trading BTC because we are in all-time high range. See. Okay, this is all-time high range. I don't like all-time high range, but definitely some BTC is something that I will look at lah because I know we are all-time highs right now. So and then when BTC makes a sudden powerful move or anything, a majority of the crypto space kind of follows, not really follows exactly, but kind of follows. So it's a good foundational bias now to use for our predictions. Okay. ETH, oh wow, ETH has been killing it, keep on going up also. But primarily, I think I want to focus on Dogecoin or Solana. Lah. So later, I might do some predictions and I might share on my Instagram story. So guys, do consider following me if you like. Okay, I have my links, everything in the description below. Lah. Okay, so guys, I want to speak to you about AUD/USD. So personally, I believe AUD/USD is going to be moving towards the upside, and the liquidity level, right, that I anticipate price to actually take out, right, is this one. Okay, so 0.6575. So this is the liquidity range that I anticipate price to take out. Of course, I also believe price may start to go a bit higher because there is this trend line liquidity resting above. Okay, maybe I can draw it out. Okay, trend line liquidity, make it darker for you guys. Is this the one? Yeah, this one. Okay, there are trend line liquidities resting here, which I believe price could be, potentially going after take out this straight away, go and take out everything here. But this is a clearer form of liquidity and also the closest one in my understanding lah. Of course, we have closer ones, like for example these ones. Okay, we have these ones here. No, these ones here. No, this one has been taken now. Yeah, based on H1, we have these ones and these ones. Bigger time frames, of course, then we can see these ones. This is actually a H4 liquidity here. Okay, so this H4, this H1, this H1. So these are all forms of liquidity. So this is essentially lah. Okay, the closest one is actually this one. Okay, this is essentially the closest one. So when we find a potential buying opportunity, right? Usually the way I trade, you guys know, when the trade goes 1 to 1 minimum, then I will already track my SL to break even. So I will just see how the trade plays out after that. I might take up partials by depending on what my entire goal is. But usually around 1 to 1, I will take up 50% for those that are asking. And then I will set BE. So the trade basically is a risk-free trade already. So whatever I earn after that is amazing lah, because we already make the trade risk-free already, right? So that's how I essentially trade. So just keep an eye out, guys, on the liquidity ranges. So I mark it out. Also, another thing to let you guys know, we must always be very humble and respect the markets, because what we're seeing right now, sorry, this is liquidity. Okay, is very clear lah. Okay, in terms of the liquidity ranges and all right. But at the same sense, what we can see, market makers also can see. So just how to say, just respect the markets and not being too confident. Even though I share all of these things, right, guys, I'm not telling you guys 100% this is where market is going to go. This is a good prediction in terms of where market wants to go to, but nevertheless, anything can happen. That is trading. All we do in the markets is we predict and we predict and we predict. Okay, based on our years of experience, that's what essentially helps us lah, by understanding what price action is telling us to do and what where price actually wants to move. So essentially, let's say to let you guys know, my primary focus and my bias for ADUSD is towards the buy side. Okay, so guys, let's go into gold. This is the one I want to show you. Look at how insanely gold has been moving. Okay, so we did have some form of a pullback here in bigger time frames. This is considered a pullback. Okay, bigger than H1. Okay, this is considered a pullback. And then now we're starting to have another beautiful move towards the upside. If you guys realize, right, this key level, right, has been smashed. See this one? Okay, this one all has respect level, okay, within these key level ranges. But this one, a little bit, yes, and then after it broke freely through. So this is why I say I don't really have any, how to say, can give you guys any opportunities for gold as of now because we just broke this key level range. So primarily, if we start to return back to this level, then I may be focusing on a buying opportunity. But I personally, I don't think that's going to happen. So, the way how market is moving, and we already had this mini pullback here, so I believe we might come straight to this key level range. However, if gold breaks above this key level range, then okay, only then I may have another opportunity for a buy depending on how market reacts, guys. So I actually be waiting right now. I also shared this. Is actually the same gold chart, okay, with you guys last week as well, okay, Friday, where I'm actually anticipating for a buying opportunity, but I didn't enter because you see this key level here, okay, this one shows has been hit, right? But another key level where I drew here, which I okay, let me show you guys. Okay, so essentially, there's one more key level range lah. Okay, roughly within this level, I kind of removed it already because I restructured the goal, everything. I like to reset things. Like I remove everything from last week and then I just draw stuff again. This helps me like stay sharp on what I understand in the market. Also keeps my charts clean. Okay, so actually there's one level here. Like if I briefly show you guys, right? Roughly this is the level. Not this one, not this one. This one miss kena already. Roughly here. Okay, it was so close to coming into the key level range, but it didn't. So that's why I didn't enter my goal. But I did advise you guys that my bias is towards the upside, and this is the liquidity aim that I'm actually aiming for. Lah. So 3376.75. If you guys would like to know, you guys can actually watch that live stream last week, Friday. So the trade played out incredibly, okay, amazing, whereby it really meant I gave more than my expectations, guys. I actually thought at least up to the key level range, and then we will start to see potential pullback or maybe move towards the downside because we also did create some forms of liquidity. Okay, essentially here. Okay, these are actually powerful forms of liquidity. I really thought once market come here, we will start to actually have potentially have either a reversal or at least come and take out at least two of this liquidity before we start to see a move up. This is what I was expecting. But I didn't expect market to really move in this sense, lah, which is very powerful, which is beautiful. Nevertheless, it's still beautiful because everything that happens in the market is an opportunity. Hi, teacher. Hello. Thank you for joining. Hello, sir. Hello, Lion. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. So essentially, guys, it's actually very beautiful. So I'm just focusing primarily on AUD USD for potential buying opportunity. But again, guys, just be very aware and wait at least until New York session to open because again, we never know what could happen in the markets. Okay, all of these zones can essentially be disrespected in one go. That is the power of the markets. You guys can see gold. You guys can know that. Okay, this is not considered disrespect lah. Okay, key levels are meant to be either respected or broken through, but they are nevertheless can be reused and reused and reused. That's why I like key levels. Okay, so I'm just waiting right now for gold. I don't think I will see an opportunity today. I believe gold will straight away go to this key level range. USD JPY guys. This is the one I want to share with you guys. I didn't get my buying opportunity. I really was aiming for this potential target, which I highlighted to you guys last week. So market was very sketchy, keep on moving within this range, which is considered consolidation. Okay, this is all consolidation. So remember, once price breaks through consolidation phase, which it did here on Monday, it closed below this range. That's why we start to see a powerful move all the way towards the downside. Because why? Consolidation builds power. So this is no longer my potential target or area of interest as of now for USD JPY. Okay, guys, so to be honest, I believe USD JPY will move lower lah. If you guys are potentially aiming for a selling opportunity, I am not. Okay, I'm not interested in USD JPY. Just because market just open up. Right, today is only Monday. Okay, and then the areas and the key levels, everything is quite close by to each other. So personally, I'm not interested in USD JPY lah. But if you guys like to trade this pair, just know that primarily if I were to trade, I'm focusing on a potential sell opportunity for USD JPY. I'm only focusing on, for now, it seems like a buying opportunity for AUD. Gold, for now, I don't have much opportunity. I just see gold might reach this key level by today. S&P 500 later by 9:30, I'll be doing some predictions lah. And then primary focus for crypto space. Okay, Solana and Dogecoin went exactly like how we predicted last week, which was beautiful. But primarily, I'm going to be focusing on a potential, I cannot say buy or sell now because I believe Dogecoin as of now we may be looking at selling opportunity, but it's a bit dangerous now to focus on sales for cryptocurrency personally. Okay, because BTC has been killing it, keep on making new highs and new highs, right? So the primary one and the powerful one, the big one lah, okay, is BTC, right? So if he really makes a move up, many investors related to that are interested in crypto space have a lot of how to say belief in the crypto space, so they will invest in many crypto coins as well. So that's why if BTC really goes up, majority also tend to go up. Okay, not the same. Don't think this way, guys. Don't trade in this sense. This is very dangerous to trade in this way. But I believe potentially maybe I may be looking for a buying opportunity for either Solana or Dogecoin. Okay, Dogecoin maybe not so much if I want to focus on buys lah, because Dogecoin is still within the key level range. Solana maybe because we did hit our potential target. Let me remove this potential target range. This I leave first, so later I use it as my area to mark up my key levels. So I'll be reanalyzing Solana after our live stream, guys, which I'll be ending shortly because I want to do some analysis for S&P 500 before the market opens. Okay, guys. So like I said, most probably I might be focusing on a buying opportunity for Solana or Dogecoin. A bit too soon to say. After New York session opens up, then we will see. Okay. Remember, if suddenly we see a powerful move down, don't react. Never react because of this. New York session is known to do what, guys? Manipulation. Okay. Don't react just because of this. Okay, you see, right now, ADUSD is moving strongly towards the downside. Essentially, this is kind of a good thing. Okay, but primary focus is all of these liquidity levels. So let's see what New York session does. Everything relies now on New York session. Okay, before I end the live stream, guys, let me just check and see if we have news today. Oh no, we have question. Top G, apa khabar? Hello, bro. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. You're the only one giving me this nickname. So cool, I feel. Teacher, how do you draw boxes based on? Okay, so the boxes actually is related to my strategy lah. They are essentially kind of a mixture of a few key levels related to liquidity, okay, liquidity to support and resistance, also liquidity to in terms of how the candles right form within them, also in terms of the wicks. I know many people say wicks are not really important, but the way how I understood the market, my opinion only lah. Okay, there are many great teachers out there. Okay, I believe the bodies and also the wicks are very important. So it's a combination of all of this stuff, not only one lah. So it's a kind of the understanding of support resistance, okay, candle bodies, candle wicks, also certain liquidity ranges and key levels. Essentially, I name them key levels. As I keep telling you guys, key levels, key levels. I don't say support or resistance. If you realize, you see, it's not really a support resistance. The market does trade below, trade above it. I don't use them in the sense of how to say the stock price or support price here, or like say for example this one, or when our price come here I want to focus on sell. That's not the case. You see, it does trade above these levels and all. So it's not really support resistance. It's just something that I use to give me a certain form of bias to help support my strategy on how I execute the trade. That's all. Okay, so guys, give me a moment. Let me just go to Forex Factory for a while before I end the live stream today. I got 10 minutes. I need to go and check S&P 500 just to do some analysis. Okay, guys. So today JPY bank holiday. Okay lah. So good thing lah. I told you guys I'm not interested in USD JPY. You guys can trade, okay? But based on whatever happened to USD, that's how the market move lah. Tomorrow, okay, our friend Powell will be speaking, so he's not fired yet. I think he's okay. Everything is good. GBP news also we have guys at 5:15 tomorrow. So anybody trading GBP, just be aware tomorrow at 5:15 and 9:30 a.m. we have AUD USD news. Okay, we do have US news other than Powell speaking tomorrow, but it's all orange. The only red news is GBP tomorrow. Okay, so let's see. Tomorrow we try to load up a GBP chart and then we see what happens to the market tomorrow. Okay, based on the outcome of the news. So nevertheless, guys, so far for today, I believe the market that I'm kind of focusing on is AUD USD for potential buying opportunity. Just wait for New York session to actually kick in for us to primarily find a potential opportunity. And for Solana, seems like I want to focus for buying opportunity, but I need to do some analysis first and also wait for New York session open to understand where is the potential possibility of the next closest form of liquidity to aim for. Dogecoin, unless market goes above the key level range, uh, I'm not really interested in Dogecoin as of now. Also, right now we're kind of consolidating, so we might see a sudden powerful move either towards the upside or towards the downside. So that's why it's a good thing to wait and 9:30 guys, okay? Just wait 9:30. And then we see what we can potentially look for. Then see, gold is still going up. I believe it will come to this key level. We won't necessarily be seeing a potential pullback. I believe so. I believe on it, not necessarily it's true. I just believe so. We might just keep going up until we reach this key level range. Then potentially we can find an opportunity, guys. Okay, guys, so I think I end the live stream here. I have 8 minutes now, okay, to go and analyze S&P 500 first. Thank you, sir. No worries, no worries. Thank you guys all for joining the live stream. I appreciate every single one of you. Do remember to leave a like on the video, which will help me out so much, and I appreciate you guys doing that. If you guys are new, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. We do this from Monday to Friday. I try to do my best to keep it at the same time, which is roughly 8:30-ish. Okay, sooner or later I will make sure it's a fixed schedule. Don't worry, don't worry. Okay, thank you, Master Gunnar. Wow, I appreciate it. Thank you, boss. Powerful trader, this guy. God of trading. No such thing, lah. You guys should check out. She's also very pro in trading. She has an Instagram also. Okay, I appreciate every single one of you. I will catch you all in the very next live stream. Take care, guys. Safe trading.